You know, fellas, I think we should return to Mega Man.
Mega Man!
It's been way too long since we last touched Mega Man, and I want to give the series a more proper, updated, take. Because honestly, all our old stuff's kind of crap, and I felt like deleting it all anyway. So nothing quite like a mega washover. And we'll start with the Wily Wars.
Hey, I played Mega Man 2 originally. Don't say my playthrough was shit. Okay, it was shit, but still.
I mean, we can't, dude. My Mega Man 1 playthrough was actual shit.
We were all pieces of shit.
Yeah,
I'm not. I didn't do anything.
I was non-existent.
Hey, what's going on? I just got here and whoa.
And also, we have a new person in the Mega Man bunch.
Why?
So yes, Doug, welcome to the world of Mega Man. And Dr. Light here's here to tell us all about what it was like to build Mega Man.
We gotta stop Dr. Wily.
Well, you see, I started one day playing with Kinects, and I thought, what if I dare to go bigger? And I did. And then who interrupted my
But then he got a little too into his Kinects and decided to make not just one, but many different types of robots.
Can I just say that, I know Logan was trying to go with the stupid devil damn Mega Man 8 voice, but it almost sounded like he made a Minnesotan.
That was me.
I think he's getting a little crowded here, don't
both
you
of
think?
us.
Minnesotan. I was going to say he turned into a Kennedy.
That was me that did the voice we gotta stop Dr. Wily.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will be recording Mega Man The Wily Wars for all of you. But hey, not to worry. For those of you that think that the Mega Man Wily Wars games, because this covers the original trilogy for the record, if you all think that this is the inferior way to play the classic Mega Man trilogy, not to worry. Everyone else here has you covered.
Starting with
Logan, he will be doing the original Mega Man via the Legacy Collection, which, houses the original NES Mega Man games.
Yep. So,
However,
with this, I'm gonna be...
He is just doing the first one. The rest of us, however, are taking over his space in the next couple of games, and I am not looking forward to that.
Yep, so first and foremost, Logan will be helping me with Mega Man 1, then followed by Matt with Mega Man 2, because that's his pride and joy.
Help.
And then Doug, through the graciousness of his heart, will be aiding me with Mega Man 3. Pray for us when we start doing the Doc Robot shit. So, that said, let's not waste any more time and actually select Mega Man!
I'm here playing Mega Man. Don't ask.
Don't Shout out to Eddie Burback.
I love that bit. Alright, so, James, what sort of differences can I expect to see between Wily Wars and the original NES Classic besides already a nicer title screen?
Which is actually funny because this is actually based off of the Japanese Rockman title screen. The one we got in the US is pretty plain, as you can no doubt see.
Yeah.
Or at least you all can see. I can't see shit because the stream's currently loading.
Oh.
So, press the start button in 3, 2, 1... Mega go!
They're not lemons!
Megabyte!
So we have 6 Robot Masters right off the bat. We have the likes of Cutman, Gutsman, Iceman, Bombman, Fireman, and Electman, all of which were built by the benevolent Dr. Light. Unfortunately, his old colleague, the evil Dr. Wily, has said nuts to his progress and has reprogrammed to do his evil bidding.
That's me, by the way.
But what happened to Time Man and Racist Stereotype Man? That is really offensive, unfortunately.
We don't talk about them. They were cut by Cutman.
They were cut many years in the making because technically those wouldn't be a thing till the PSP of all places. That being said, let's start proper. If you want to get this done as fast as possible, I say we should defuse Bomb Man first.
Alright, going in.
Look at the
Defuse
big
the
boy.
bomb.
So Bomb Man here, he likes tossing bombs, and he's some people like to call him a duck man, even though he doesn't quite look like a duck.
Wank.
I blame the faceplate.
He kind of has a bill in some places.
So,
Actually,
going off the bat here... Oh, yes?
Well, I was just about to say, since this is his first time joining us, I think it's only fair that he gets a fair say. How about you share us with your Mega Man experience, Doug, if you've had any growing up?
It wasn't until when I turned 15 I got to experience Mega Man through the Legacy Collection. I did play all the games. It took me a fucking while, but I still enjoyed them regardless.
I mean, honestly, I'll say this right now, Doug. You've had a much better starting point for Mega Man than I did, because I initially started my time with the Anniversary Collection on the GameCube.
Oh boy.
It was serviceable, but man, did it not age well.
Man, I'm so glad my brother or my mom did not tell me about that.
Actually, it's funny you say GameCube version. I thought the Anniversary Collection was like a PS2 exclusive.
Oh no, it was pretty much on all major consoles at that time. GameCube, PS2, and Xbox. And I think there was some bonus content that was actually exclusive depending on the version.
I think so, yeah.
Since I have the GameCube version, it actually came with a with an interview bot from the developers bot that was hosted by G4. Whereas the PS2 owners, I believe, actually got one single episode of the Ruby Spears Mega Man cartoon.
Ah.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot! So, I guess it should be said right off the bat, I might have a slightly easier time with the Mega Man 1 experience than Logan will, because, I mean, obviously, the original Mega Man is the original Mega Man. There's been some things that would be ironed out in the sequels, such as his, like the butter under his feet would more or less be cleaned right off, and secondly, he wouldn't have to worry so much about having to deal with instant kill spikes.
Oh, did they remove those spikes in Wily Wars?
Oh no, they're still there, it's just that, let me put it to you this way. Say if you ever got hit by an enemy and fall straight into the spikes, you fall in those spikes no matter what, you die. That would be
even
fixed
without
for the sequels
invincibility
and
frames.
Wily Wars.
I see, so you would have invincibility frames to help you in those other times.
Yeah, so best of luck there, Logan.
Alright, I made it to the hallway. A little bit behind you. I'm gonna quickly hug the right side.
I was gonna say, I think Logan
And-
had the idea of like it'd be a lot faster if you just like fell.
Oh! Fall in.
Well, I
My
mean,
bad.
if you fall, you're gonna take some pot shots from those I forget what those little things are called. Anyway, Bomb Man, he tosses bombs. Thankfully, our Mega Buster is all that's required to really take him out efficiently. I mean, many of you out there probably know that the age-old thing about Mega Man is that
That shot put was about to fucking deck you in the face.
Jesus.
God damn it.
So,
I'm trying to like play somewhat evenly to James, but I have like no health right now.
Also, we're
Go
cheating.
this way.
I hope you guys don't mind. We're cheating.
oh yeah, no, we whether it be on my side or Logan's side, or Matt or Doug's side, when we eventually get to the sequels, we're cheating.
Yeah,
like,
I
we're
mean,
absolutely
to
going to
be-
be cheating if especially if it helps save time.
I mean, to
Oh
be
my
fair,
gosh.
I have beaten the original Mega Man 2, or at least a version of it, without using any rewind or save states and all that. I beat it years ago without even losing a life. However,
Wow.
that was years
That
ago.
was a long time ago.
That was a
years ago.
very long time ago when I had much more practice. I have not played a Mega Man game in years, and God.
You better practice like I had to for this game, because
Oh, I am.
yeah,
I am.
I'm ready for.
So,
oh, yeah. Go
Logan,
ahead, James.
we have bombs now. What do you think bombs would be the best at?
I'd say we should feed him to someone.
We should feed them for the sake of demolition work. So let's take out the guy that actually does demolition work.
Hey, Guts Man.
I don't know. I feel that's pretty gutsy of you guys, though.
You know what? I think it's appropriate. Like, feed it to the guy that clearly has the biggest mouth. Because you look at the
Yeah.
other ones, there's no way you could shove a bomb in the others.
Feed him something spicy, know what I mean?
You know,
Whoop!
you think that's the primary reason why Gutsman's often considered Dr. Wily's favorite?
Come on.
Well, I mean,
I'm
he's
just gonna
definitely the
chill.
most distinct in design compared to some of the other Robot Masters.
So, did they make this platforming any better in the Genesis?
Yes, they did. In fact, I'm already past that point.
Oh, lucky you. These
Come on,
things are
Bit Me,
these things
you
are
can
among
do
my
it.
least favorite platforms.
Oh,
These things are among my least favorite platforms because of that's a trap.
Oh yeah, no, like if you're standing on like if you're standing on that thing and that thing drops, you drop like a
Hold
rock.
on!
Like-
Can you
I
go
know,
back?
it's...
Can you go back to Rock just dropping like a stone there? Just, this my shit.
It's just so.
Fuck! I slipped!
Oh yeah, maybe we should. You know what? We should probably talk about All Rock there. For as we know now him as Mega Man. He was created by Dr. Light. He also has a counterpart named Roll. And well, they were housekeeping robots up until Dr. Wily came around and just stole the other 6 robot masters that we're dealing with right now. And while they're causing untold destruction to the world, Rock, with his built-in sense of justice, offers to be reconfigured into a fighting robot.
Yep.
And, despite how much Dr. Light didn't want that for him, he's figured it probably was for the best. Hence why we have the Blue Bomber Rock Man, or Mega Man as he called in the States, now! Woo-hoo!
Also,
Careful, careful. Oh.
Can I actually just really quick say as well? I still find it. Oh,
I don't think so.
I want to go somewhere else. Let's go this way. Damn it, man. Oh, come on. Do I have to, like, jump into it? Let me see.
I just love that idea of, like, Logan falls, sees what's down there, is like, I don't think so. He just flies back up.
Let's go somewhere else. Oh, they're already one of my least favorite enemies in the game.
Oh yeah, those big eyes.
can you do me a favor, Logan? I do want to talk about a couple things in a second, but can you do me a favor and just edit in Logan really quick? Just the
I'm not doing editing this.
Like when he is like when you enter the screen with it, just the pause that you have. Can you just put in the hi? You're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
But I'm not the one editing this. Also, okay, I'm ready, James.
First things first, put on your bomb suit,
Yeah.
and let's roll.
Yahoo!
Lovely shade of green.
I was about,
I
was
do
about
wanna
to say,
say-
Matt, before you actually do continue, I do want to finish my thought real quick, because
Yes,
we did
yes.
cut a bit of that. But yeah, my first experience was the Legacy Collection. Very much enjoyed my time with it. I still haven't played the other games as of right now, but I do have prior knowledge to some extent with some of the other games, like the X series, a bit of Legends, not so much with Bound Network, and well, fuck, what was the other one?
Oh, a Star Force?
Star Force.
Yeah, I barely know that one.
And then there's also the Zero and ZX series. So I mean, you got your work cut out for you if you ever decide to do the ever go through the entirety of Mega Man's game catalog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If I want to, when I finish the Castlevania stuff.
Yeah, to be fair, it is a very good catalog, though. Like, he has... Like, Mega Man has mostly great games. But no, as you guys
hold on. Before you say anything more, Matt, Logan, shall we cut right to the point?
Fine.
Let's do it.
I think that's a cut above the rest, eh?
So, Cutman. If Bomb Man wasn't your first Robot Master, Cutman is often the other Robot Master that is recommended to do first. If not because he's the first one that's highlighted, but he's also another Robot Master weak to the regular Buster Gun.
Hey, wait.
True.
Two things
But
I do want to
if
talk
we go on
about.
with...
Yeah.
Go for it.
Two really important things I actually do want to talk about in this game. I still find it interesting. This is the, like, only Mega Man game, and it's the first one, so they decide, you know what, let's just get rid of it in these subsequent games, which is interesting, and I commend them with that. Literally, this is the first Mega Man game, and only one, that points matter. Those little pellets that are dropped are actually your score, and they don't really add to anything, but there is a point counter in the game if you want to get a high score, but it kind of doesn't matter with the Mega Man games that they realized that, so they took that out for the sequels, which is, in my opinion, good.
Like, Mega Man was never meant to be a score attacker. It's more like an A to B sort of 2D platformer.
An adventure.
Exactly. Yeah. But here's also a thing I do find interesting about this game, and I thank the sequels for. You can't really tell when you're damaging enemies.
They kind of just soak up the
It's like,
damage here. By the way, if I'm yeah, sorry, I was gonna say, by the way, if it looks like I'm shooting much faster than I should be, it's because I'm also, in addition to the rewind, if it's like a particularly like cheap, like, oh, I don't want to lose a lot of progress, I'm also making use of the turbo fire button.
Yeah.
I mean, by all means, this game doesn't have a charge shot, so may as well make the most of it.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I also kind of abuse that with 2 as well.
Hell, I'll just use it. I'll just use it whenever I can. Like, especially in freaking Mega Man 11, where they actually made that a toggleable feature.
What I find funny is that, like, we talk about that. I remember in, I think it was 7, where Matt actually gave James flack for using the turbo.
Which is funny, because I forget if the turbo function was even in Mega Man 7.
To be fair, I'm one of those people where I was a Puritan with a lot of my games back in the past. Nowadays, I'm just fair. Do whatever the fuck you want.
That's fair.
It's like, we're older, we got shit to do. May as well get it done as soon as possible.
I mean, to be fair, I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 on, like, regular, normal difficulty right now, and I do plan on eventually... That was weird. I do plan on eventually, like... Excuse me, sorry. I just ate something.
You're excused.
No, to be fair, I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 on normal difficulty right now, and I do
Good.
plan
Hey,
on
roll it.
I do plan on playing it in on hard and like the very hard difficulty at some point with some help with some friends' helps.
I need you to hold this on,
friends'
please,
help.
cut, man.
Oh,
However,
Aw.
Uh-oh.
oh, sorry.
And thus Mega Man became a brilliant shining light for all to see. I am the light! You can't even see me.
That boulder was too much of a burden to bear.
Haha.
Here's how I generally do games. Normal, I'll usually play normal. Start the next level, then I'll explain.
Alright,
Okay.
shocking.
Electro.
Continue.
Yeah, we don't got anything better for Elect Man. I mean, his design's cool, but I mean...
And his music is
how do
actually,
you- how
I
do
would
you
say,
cut- how- Good.
I would say, also I think his song, I think his track is also my favorite of the first game.
Isn't it also kind of a blatant rip-off of another song?
Yes, could be hard, or whatever, it's that one punk rock song, or whatever it is.
So, anyway,
Also, quick tip, Logan. Those ground sentries, you can take them out with the hyper bomb.
Really? Oh, I'm gonna
hey,
remember that
he
next time.
wants to save his ammo for the boss. Now, what's up, Matt?
Well, you're not using bombs in this level for anything other than that.
Duly noted. Yeah, continue, Matt.
my whole thing with like threading a needle.
I'll just chill for a moment. Oh, whatever. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna be in misery for a moment here.
So
I'm just
anyway,
gonna climb up the old-fashioned way. Just
my
keep
whole-
talking. Just keep talking.
My whole thing with games nowadays is I'll play it on normal. If there's an achievement to beat it on hard, I'll beat it on hard. But when it comes to all other achievements, like first playthrough of the game, normal. Almost every other subsequent playthrough, easy mode, just so I could get the achievements.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, yeah, nothing. No reason
I'm
to
not
strain
saying-
yourself when you've already. No reason to strain
Oh,
yourself when
no.
you've already proven yourself.
No!
Yeah.
What's
Yep,
wrong?
the disappearing, reappearing blocks.
Oh, that. I saw them first on James's end, so I didn't know what was being talked about at first.
All good.
Oh,
I mean,
my word.
I made short work out of it on my end, so I can understand
Oh,
the
come on.
frustration seeing it on Logan's end.
Sheesh. Alright, then I guess.
Also, now you see why we made the attempt to do Bomb Man first, because it means that once we get here, we should already have the means to get this super nifty special item that will be required for the final level of the game.
Yes! Which, you think it's optional, but there will actually be a chunk of this game eventually that requires us to use this item to
Wait.
proceed.
Which actually, that's another point I do want to point out that was actually, I want to say, a little bit revolutionary for Mega Man at the time, because most other NES games didn't do this. You could go back to levels. You can't fight the bosses
And it
again,
saves
but
you-
you can go back to the levels.
And it saves your progress.
Yeah.
Well, if they had an actual save feature in the first place. The NES Mega Man games, I don't think ever had a save feature, so the most you could rely on was passwords.
Yeah,
I gotta go back down.
you had to use the passwords, but it's still the fact of it's one of the few like games where you can go back and like if you miss anything, you can go back and get it in the level. Blah, I can't talk.
Which,
Sometimes like
honestly-
this, literally. That's
Yeah.
not-
I mean, honestly, there's only certain cases where I feel it's absolutely, like, helpful, because, like, you have the original Mega Man, which gives us the, Magnet Beam, which you saw earlier. Then, starting with, I want to say, Mega Man 4, there would be these additional items you can grab, whether they're very out of the way, or if they're, like,
missed. You missed, Logan.
It's not my fault the thing has a bouncing like bit of fury attached to it.
Bounce a bit of fury.
I'm catching up. I love this stage. I love this stage's music, but gosh dang, does it? Am I glad that they fine-tuned some of the vertical platforming in these Mega Man games?
Right. I mean, also doesn't help either that, again, I have a lot of, like, nostalgia for Mega Man 1. I still think it's one of my favorites in the entire series.
For sure.
But, you know, you still have to deal... If this is going to be one of your favorite Mega Mans, you also got to, you know... You have to deal with the Butterfree.
Again, I'm one of those
There we go.
weirdos. Well, not even a weirdo. I think I'm one of those people. Mega Man 2 is just an improvement in pretty much every way. Like it
for sure.
just does. It really does improve on the formula so well.
For sure, it was a fantastic follow-up.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, Honestly, the only thing I'll say that Mega Man 1 I think still has over 2 in it, like, at the most, is that I do think it probably has the most memorable Robot Masters, at least in terms of design.
I don't know. I still think that 2's has like fantastic like Robot Master designs and all that.
Oh
like,
yeah, no, like I'm
like,
not
come
saying
on.
that they're bad. I'm just saying that I think if you were to tell me to name all the Robot Masters in both games, I think I would have an easier time doing so immediately with Mega Man 1 than 2.
That's fair. Also,
Right.
there's from Logan's end a demonstration of what that weird thing that we picked up does.
Yep, the Magnet Beam, which again makes platforms for you. Instant platforms, like you couldn't ask for a better item. On the
Heck yeah.
downside is that again it has like that's the big caveat with these special weapons, whether you get them from Robot Masters or otherwise. They run on their own meter.
Yep.
And I'll be the first to admit, with some of these special weapons, I feel like that's not entirely necessary, or because of how. What's the word? Like,
Well,
ouch.
I was about to say, I wasn't sure what you were doing at first. Like, if you were trying to coax him off the edge, I was gonna be like, I don't think he'll
he
do
hit
it.
my hand. He squished my hand. Okay, these guys hit like trucks. That's their fun little
But,
like
but
secret.
I will say,
Ow.
going back to really quick the conversation of the fact of like you can go back.
Just go
to-
down.
Notice, Logan, I can only hang from here for so long.
I know I'm working.
The fact that you can go back to.
It's like God, do I wish I had a slide move so much.
Yeah.
Slide wouldn't be a thing until I think 3 or 4.
3.
Yeah, but anyway, you can go back to the levels. I like that, and you don't have to fight the bosses again. And there is just one little incentive to go back into the old levels. Lives and E-tanks respawn. That's a good thing. That's why you.
So you
would
can
go back to
restock
levels
between runs.
Is like you can figure out which levels have the easiest like E-tanks and lives to grab. Go back, grab them if you're running low, and then continue on your journey.
I want to ask,
I
like,
think
if you don't,
I think this is the last screen.
Alright, let's do it.
yeah, there it goes. I want to ask, like, if you're unable to rematch the bosses when you replay a level, what happens when you get to the boss room? Do you just like automatically teleport out of the level?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
it
automatically
it just goes,
disappear.
hey, you're here again. Bye.
Oh,
You know what? I'm actually gonna I'm gonna eat this death the same as James. Like I'm just gonna come back with more health.
Why not? It's my first death. I'll eat it like a champ.
Yeah, no, sometimes that is for the best. And not going to lie, another thing that 2 improved on, getting rid of, like, the random hazards on the way to the boss.
Well, like the boss hallway, the boss hallway checkpoints are that became a staple with 2, was keeping them nice and empty to
Yeah.
relieve tension and get ready for the big one.
Exactly.
Whoa!
Right, and I mean, even so much so that the PSP remake powered up in the new style of the game. They just go like the boss hallways are pretty much exactly like what the sequels would do later.
just wait till you get to the top, Logan. For some reason, when you
Yeah, I'll just do
switch
that.
weapons on the ladders, it makes you fall.
Yep.
I now know that. Yep, that'll do it.
That will do it,
I'll
mister.
do it.
That's pretty light.
I could stare into it for hours.
I wonder how my friend on the 8-bit side's doing.
I'm working on it. Cut him.
I was fully expecting. I wonder how my 8-bit friend's doing over there.
We cannot handle this.
Jinx.
So, okay. So, other things of note, because it's time I should probably talk to something I'm playing the classic Mega Man here. Other things that I have as a sort of a, oh yeah, we're also gonna get chilly with it now.
Yep, time for some cold takes from Lucky Jack 20.
So, other things that
That wasn't very ice of
says
you,
Iceman.
Wait,
I love
that
ice
wasn't-
that's frozen.
But no,
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
wasn't very ice of you, man.
Yeah, I can't. You can't hurt me.
Think of what your legacy would be like, where you're frozen solid, but you're frozen solid while doing the Pogger's face.
What did you say, Logan?
Oh.
I said you can't hurt me, man. I was like, I'm feeling pretty okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna be upset about it.
Okay, look, man.
Feeling everything's going my way.
What did you say, Doug?
Also, also real quick, another slight, what's the word? Unfair advantage I have towards Logan. Because the Mega Man Wily Wars, like, for Mega Man 1 specifically, it does carry over some of the physics from the sequels, namely with how Mega Man handles underwater. He can jump higher as a result, whereas in the original Mega Man 1, you didn't have that luxury. Not that it really matters, though.
Also, you're saying, Doug?
Yeah.
No, just say, alright, luck, man.
Luck, man.
So, other things of note. One big way that I'm going to have one other big way I'm going to have a advantage over over James is that I have there we go. Is that only in the that's so mean. Oh, okay.
You're so mean.
Okay, guys.
Listen, push come to shove, you can use your magnet beams.
Hold on, wait.
That's true,
What is that from, Logan? Oh my god, you're so mean.
Oh my god, that's so mean. Calling Captain Hook Captain Hook when he was not. It's like,
Oh my god.
it's like you see that
Who told you
horrible
my
abomination.
name was Hook? Oh my god, that's.
Oh my god, that's. It's like, do you see that horrible, cruel man over there, of the ugly monstrosity?
That's sick.
Do you know what I call
nature.
him?
Do you know what I call him? Josh! Because that's his freaking
That's his
name!
freaking name! Alright, I'm gonna use the magnet beam here to hopefully break some of this platform a little
Big
bit.
fat ugly
Whoop.
babyface eating O'Brien.
But anywho, I also have this, where I can just pause the game if I feel like it.
Yeah.
Other Mega Man games remove this because they realize. I think it was a mixture of they realized that the weapon select itself functioned as a pause, and also that I should probably equip my Power Buster, and also that as you're going to now start seeing, the pause button has a little bit of a advantageous quirk to it.
Oh
Mega
yeah,
Man
in
1.
fact, I'm going to say this. I actually do think that Logan is going to have an easier time on one of the bosses later than James will.
On a couple of the bosses, actually.
He'll cheese it for sure, but let it be known, if it's the same boss I'm thinking that you guys are referring to, they made it easier for Wily Wars.
Oh,
Which, thank goodness.
Well, Logan's
Alright, I'm on my way, I'm on
So
my
I'm
way,
partially
almost there.
convinced that they made it easier on accident.
Fair enough. Alright, almost there. Oh, one up.
Life!
Alright,
Oh,
equipping your elect.
Lucky you, I'm on one pip in a dream.
Well, don't forget your elect. Oh yeah, I see. You're gonna just restart or just respawn.
I'll try anyway. So, ow. So electricity beats ice. Does that make a lot of sense? I don't know.
Don't make sense to me.
Okay, to be fair, it makes sense in that electricity beats water. So, like,
can see
and
it.
electricity is hot enough to melt ice. So,
I will say this is interesting. Now that I can actually watch James' screen a bit, this is interesting seeing these sprites. I don't think I've ever seen these Mega Man sprites anywhere else besides like in no fan project have I ever seen them use the ones from Wily Wars.
Well, to be
I mean,
fair,
what's
that's
funny
just
is that. What's funny is that the only sprites that are really like heavily changed are primarily with Mega Man and some of the Robot Masters. Otherwise, all the other ones are it's just their NES sprites, but they're given a little extra detail.
Huh.
It's especially evident when you see Proto Man in Mega Man 3, but honestly, yeah, I don't blame you, Logan, about not seeing sprites like this often with Mega Man fan games, although a lot of that has to do with the fact that, like, unless there's some exception that I'm unaware of, pretty much every Double A Mega Man fan game in existence always apes off this sprite style in particular.
Right, and I mean, if not that, there's better alternatives than the Wily War sprites. That being said, let's douse out the flames.
Alright, Fireman.
I do have one random question for everyone. I bet we all talked about it. Favorite Robot Master with the series, not just with this game.
Oh gosh, that's a hard
very,
one.
that's a real tough question because there's a lot to
How
choose
about this?
from.
Top
There's a lot of really good ones.
top three for
I
everyone.
want to ask,
Can I say my thing? I guess before, while I'm thinking of my answer, I want to say my piece on this game.
what was up?
Mainly that. So anybody who's ever seen my channel, this is also going to be. This is interesting for me as well to be tackling, albeit with quirks and advantages in mind. Is that this was my first ever Let's Play I did on YouTube was covering Mega Man 1.
Did you cover the Japanese original, or did you just do like Mega Man straight?
Just Mega Man straight.
Okay.
Yeah, I was not the best at the game, and I'm still gonna give it my all to beat this game, and now I'm doing it live, and that was actually my first. At the time, that was also my first and last live playthrough because I sucked at the NES games back then. Speaking of, I am going to say screw this.
Logan, you should use
What
the
you
other
gonna
one,
do?
but that's fair.
I'm just using Magnet to get across the. I forgot. Yeah, it releases when you. It drops when you release the button.
Right. Also, one thing worth noting is that now that we have Iceman's weapon, his ice slasher, or whatever they call his robot master weapon in the game, it can freeze those fire spouts.
Oh, Oh boy.
But anyway, favorite Robot Masters for everyone, top 3.
I mean,
well, I
Gutsman's
want to
gonna be that
ask,
top
like,
3, like, no question.
well, before I ask, I want to ask, like, are we limited to just the Robot Masters from the games?
I know you want to say Quake Woman really bad, don't you?
She's fun.
Really want to say Quake Woman.
I'm just asking for question's sake.
I am going to say, unfortunately, yes. Let's just say the game.
Alright, well, I guess in that case, I'd be lying if I said Gutsman wasn't an amusing one for me, but let me see, aside from him,
Spawn that fun.
I like Cutman quite a bit. Like, I think he's pretty amusing. And, let me think. A third one I would like would probably be... Let me see. It's a toss-up between either, Brickman... Brickman was his name in 11, right? Or am I confusing him with someone else?
Blockman.
Blockman.
I think he might have been called Brickman in the Japanese version, but I'm not sure.
But actually, you know what? I'll stick with those. Cutman, Gutsman, and Blockman.
Right there. Alright, Doug, how about you?
I'm looking for a list right now, so I can remember which ones I like.
Oh, by the way, James,
I'm running in. I'm just gonna call this.
Yeah.
I'm running this because I'm calling this a mulligan.
Yeah,
I have one
Logan
pick.
is.
Oh yeah, no, he's.
Yeah, Logan is also one pip and a dream right now. Yeah, just take it straight to the fucking face.
I just show up like.
Also, I will be fair to Logan. Fireman's a lot more bullshit in the original than he is in Wily Wars.
Well, it's because of his fire thing. It's because of the way his fire works. They take a. I think they deal damage like the minute they start spawning. So like, more than any other boss, you gotta be like running around like a maniac to avoid taking damage. So
I got mine.
Jays will chill out there on that screen for a second while I go in and chill him out.
What are yours?
I've also. Oh, go ahead.
I'm mainly saying this because of design-wise, really. Power-wise, it's been a while. Pharaoh Man, Skull
I mean,
Man,
honestly,
and Slash
it could just be for whatever reason.
Which
Oh,
one?
Skullman's good.
Hold on.
Actually, repeat that, Doug.
Pharaoh Man, Skull Man, and Slash Man. Those are my top 3. Mainly because of design-wise.
Alright.
Okay. You know what? I can already see why with at least 2 of those.
They're cool.
I like Skullman. I like Skullman, Gemini Man, and Shade Man.
Also, hey, it's time for the big man himself, Albert Einstein,
Alrighty.
Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wily.
The bizarro Albert Einstein.
Yep.
Complete
With the wiggly eyebrows.
I'm actually okay. Can I actually say really quick? I am amazed that they chose Albert Einstein as a as the inspiration for Wily, as opposed to the kind of more obvious Oppenheimer.
Maybe it wasn't as obvious back in the 80s.
That's fair.
Yeah, who's Dr. Light based on?
Dr. Light, I don't think is based off of that.
Light is based on Santa Claus,
oh,
although
yes.
his name is definitely based off of Thomas Edison.
Yeah. That. Anyway.
What?
Yeah, when you think about it, that is kind of like a.
That's off. That's like going like, here's my villain, Nikola Tesla. Wait.
Aw.
Wait a minute.
Anyway.
So what you're telling us is that the Mega Man series were made by fucking Edison supporters?
Anyway. Steve.
I think it's
your
James's
favorite.
turn.
Or no, it is James.
Oh,
yeah, James. James.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, I'll be a basic bitch. Cutman and Gutsman are 2 of them. The other one, the third one, that's kind of a tricky one. I'd say it's probably a toss-up between either Blockman or Splash Woman for me. Or, no, toss-up between Splash Woman, Blockman, and Sheep Man. It's one of those 3. But I'm not entirely sure which one to choose.
Okay.
Actually, man, I forgot
Also-
about Splash Woman. You know what? I'll update mine
Jesus,
real. I'll update mine real quick. Gutsman, Cutman, Blockman, Splash Woman, and actually, I think for now I'll leave it to just those 4.
I will also say, all this music, again, very solid. Was this Yuki-chan's Papa the person yet? or-
Yuki-chan's Papa was the one that did all the beeps and... It's weird, because I know the actual composer of this game, I forget her name, but she did return for Mega Man 10, and she did do at least some tracks for Shovel Knight.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's
Logan,
cool.
yours.
I already said them.
Oh wait, sorry.
Could you repeat what you said just for the sake, just because I kind of forgot to?
I said Skull Man, Gemini Man, and Shade Man.
So, what? I guess I could ask. You know what? Let's ask that one as well. Ow. Let me ask that question real quick. Why those specific robot masters?
Cool. Oh. They're cool.
Okay, that's just
I did say design.
I just think they're neat.
Yeah. I just think they're neat.
I just think they're neat.
But I will say, but oh my gosh, I actually don't even know, like, the heart. Okay, how about this then? How about my question then? Because I was thinking.
I like how
'cause
nobody has realized I haven't said mine.
I was waiting
Yeah,
for
I was
yours.
about to get onto that. Yeah, go ahead, Matt. What are your favorite Robot Masters?
I still have my idea of what I was going to ask, but I shall wait then. My bad.
I'm sorry, by the way.
I'll go for
You're
it.
good.
But no, my favorites are probably design-wise Acid Man. For
That's me.
Let's do it.
I love Acid Man. Here comes the bitch.
Here comes the devil.
It's like, well, but where is it? I don't see him anywhere. Run.
It's the devil.
Oh my gosh.
God, he's so fast!
So, he's very, very fucking quick in the NES version. In Wily Wars, he's a slow-ass punk.
And here we go, cheat time!
You said Acid Man, right?
Bye. Yes, Acid Man is number 3. Number 2 is probably Splash Woman, because her design and the fact that she's the only female robot master in the entire franchise at the moment.
Yeah.
And I still think that's a crime.
Yeah, it really is. And then...
Like, they had 2 other games to give us at least one more, but no.
Yeah, and then James actually stole my thunder with my absolute favorite one, because I was thinking nobody would actually fucking mention him, but Sheepman.
Oh, Sheepman?
Sheepman, it's such a dumb idea, but I fucking love
He's
Sheepman.
cute.
Yeah. It's so
Alright,
stupid.
well, I got a little
but
bit of
love
chance
it.
now to top. That's fair. Oh, that's another thing of note that James is showing off there. This is also another interesting little effect of both the NES and this version of Yellow Devil, where the cheeky bugger can actually control where his eye appears on his body. So
Right.
even
I
if
think
you,
it's like a whole detachable, like, attachment.
so even if you plan it right, there's a random chance that you may just miss anyway because his eye suddenly appears higher than it's supposed to. Nice.
The hell, with like one future iteration I can immediately think of, that thing can actually appear on his foot.
Oh my god.
Wasn't that one of the X games?
Yes, the Shadow Devil.
Oh yeah.
Yep, we don't talk about Shadow Devil. He was BS.
Fuck that one in particular.
Anyway, Logan, you had a question.
Was for me honestly a harder. That's not the Power Buster.
Oof.
Run. Was that? That's another thing of note is that do note that your weapon energy does not refill between these stages.
Nope.
But anyway, where's it going with this?
Fuck that. I'm calling do-overs.
Totally fair.
That enemy
Uh,
is persistent.
Is that? Yes, he is. I hate this enemy. What was? Oh no, you don't. I want that energy.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Wait, how'd you fall?
There we go. Because it's a see-through floor. It's meant to trick
okay.
you.
Also, have fun. You don't have Cutman's weakness here, so you just got to settle with the old Buster Gun.
Oh yeah.
And here's where you can actually see where he's at. He's actually the only robot master that flinches to it.
Yeah,
This would
okay,
be like
so-
your main sign to like, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, you were saying Logan.
What is your favorite? What are some of your favorite? That's such BS because it freezes you during that. What would you say is your guys' favorite? Your favorite Robot Master themes?
Favorite robot master theme? Ooh, that's a really good question. I'd have to think on that for a moment.
Same.
Sheepman's theme definitely is one of them. But I think my favorite is mainly the stage. Are we talking about like the stages and all that?
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
guess.
the
I guess
stages.
that. Yeah.
Alright. Sheepman is good. Flashman in 2 has like one of the best in the whole series.
Definitely. Yeah.
And then, honestly, Acid Man stage as well. Like his, like the like bubbly kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's definitely a like.
You know what?
Huh?
Say whatever you will about Mega Man 11 as a soundtrack. I honestly think Blockman's theme is heavily underrated.
I like Blockman's theme.
Oh, I love. Honestly, I'm going to say this: the whole soundtrack in 11, I think, is great. Like all the songs are really good.
I mean, I think it's good for the most part. I just wish they did better with the instrumentation.
That is
That's fair.
fair. I don't know.
A lot of it does sound very samey. Because a lot of it does sound very samey.
That is
I wanna
fair,
ask,
but that's why I like Acid Man's the most, is
My
because
lord.
it does feel a bit different, with the, like, kind of, like, I don't know, bubbly, like, scientific nature to it. I don't know how to explain it.
I get
That's
you.
fair.
That
And also, let's be real, like, Mega Man 11 also has the instrumental tracks, which are just too good for
They're
words.
so
Okay,
good.
well, I guess that answers the question I was about to ask.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. But I guess to answer Logan's question, I'd have to go back and really listen to a lot of them to get, like, a proper opinion, because, like, the only ones I could
Ow.
think of off the top of my head are either the ones from 11 or
My lord.
2. Oh,
Okay.
I know for me, one comes to mind immediately is Shadow Man's fame.
Oh yeah, Shadow Man's is really good.
Yeah, I like Shadow Man's.
Actually, that does make me remember. Doug, have you ever heard the
gosh.
power? It was either Power Battle or Power Fighters. There's a version of Shadow Man's theme in that. And honestly, it's pretty dang. What's the word? It's got a nice spice to it.
Oh, I gotta hear that later.
It's like something it's like something you hear at a nightclub.
I don't think it's going to work.
Or,
Logan.
not just any nightclub, but like a Spanish nightclub.
That's really interesting.
Whoop!
Oh,
Too
what-
close.
What?
I found how close you can be to a spike before you trip on it and you explode instantaneously.
See what I mean? Like Spike's don't mess around in the original Mega Man 1.
Yeah. I don't know why.
actually, that whole ordeal just reminds me of, like, one Brawl in the Family comic, where it's like, oh, Smash auditions between Sonic and Mega Man. Oh, this is before Smash 4, when he was actually in Smash. But it's like an audition fight between Sonic and Mega Man. He beats Sonic, but Sonic looks unconscious and goes, "Oh my god, are you okay, little guy?" Like, barely touches his spikes, because, you know, he wants to pet him and make him feel better. The second he touches one of his spikes, pew, 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 pew.
Oh,
I still think one of my favorite jokes is this old
Also, shit, I just remembered. I'm sorry, I just remembered. Now that since they're still on screen, these enemies are called Susies.
ha.
Oh.
They look like Susie's.
But I
Don't you just hate it when Susie tries to pat you on the head and actually hurts like hell?
Now, what's up, Matt?
There you go.
Oh yeah.
We were
okay.
talking about Brawl in the Family, I think?
Right.
Yeah, no. What? It's not just that. It has to do with the spikes and all that. I still think one of my.
I thought I was safe in that moment there.
They won't get me from here.
I'm hoping that I can. Damn it! I'm hoping I can get some health from these guys.
So, a thing involving spikes.
One of my favorite jokes about Mega Man's susceptibility to spikes has to be from it's
Dorkly.
either Dorkly or
Hold on, Logan. Do you have anything that you might want to recharge?
Maybe Magnet.
Never hurts to play it safe.
But yeah, I
But
think I know what you're talking
yeah,
about, Matt. I think
it was Dorkly.
Logan, you didn't.
Oh, I
have
forgot to
win.
equip it.
You forgot to equip it.
Yeah, it was Dorkly, Matt.
Yeah, it's Dorkly or College. It's Dorkly. They did one of my favorite jokes of what if video games had impossible mode, like actually
Right, ready.
impossible. And let me say the joke. Sorry.
Oh, never mind.
It is when it's like for Mega Man, he gets to the boss room and he goes like, "Hey, name's Spike Man. Let's do this."
Let me see how far back this actually sends me. And he's just like, yeah. Oh, actually, not as far back as I thought it would. I'm just gonna take the hit. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Whee!
I'm just gonna hang here if that's all right.
Pow!
From this angle, it kind of makes it look like Mega Man's about to. It makes it look like Mega Man's about to upchuck.
Man.
Okay.
You know what? I want to keep up the Mega Man Q&A for Doug, you know, just so we can get his opinions on the franchise. What are your thoughts on... Whoops. Like, what are your thoughts on, like, any, like, Mega Man stuff outside of the games? Like, have you ever saw, like, any of the
Hold the
cartoons
fuck
or
up. I
read
saw
any...
that. What the? That Spike right there has a bigger hitbox than the rest of them.
I agree. It's very lame. We've learned it.
But anyway, like I was saying, like as far as like non-game Mega Man experience, if you have any, Doug, like have you seen like either of the cartoons or read either of the comics? You know, whether it be Archie or the Mega Mix stuff.
I have seen a couple of clips of the animated show. Especially the fucking Pharaoh Man. Now I got you.
I'm curious to think of what drinking game you'll conjure up whenever we decide to
Oh,
marathon
that'd be
it.
great.
God,
I know.
I want to help with that since Logan and I are working on a drinking game right now.
Oh yeah.
Well, first off, right off the bat, we'd have to drink every time that Mega Man says "sizzling circuits."
I forgot about that catchphrase.
But
I forgot. You go first.
I know I've
Ready.
read a few of the
Let's do it.
comics, and funny enough, when it comes to the comics, I did help out with the Dead Project for one of the trailers, because I was the one that was mentioning the trailer actually.
It's
Wait a
me.
minute, you're me.
Sorry, continue, Doug.
And I'm also trying to remember what else. I do remember Worlds Collide for sure, of Mega Man and Sonic. Definitely remember that for sure. And I think that's about it, really. I just remember most of the stuff from the comics, but it has been a long time.
I still recommend the Archie books. I hear they're really good. Although
Oh,
a
Lord.
bunch of my other friends who are like more inclined with Mega Man than I am, that I know they also vouch for like the Mega Mix / Gigamix series.
Oh, it's, the Mega Mix,
Also-
the Gigamix / Mega Mix series is really good.
Also, sorry, because we are on this boss. Strange, isn't it?
Grrr.
Yeah, it really is. Ow. Who'd have thought my greatest enemy would be myself? Ow.
My lord.
I feel like there could have been a more peaceful way to settle this, and it ends with Mega Man and Copy Robot just talking, getting drinks, and just having like, was it like a brunch plan that they had in Scotland?
Yeah,
It's
me-
brunch, yeah. It's,
me-
it's
me
a
over
plan
brunch,
for
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting brunch next week. It turns out he's a really chill guy. We got a lot of common.
Also, it's funny you bring that up because I think that the whole point of one of the big arcs of the Mega Mix series does involve a copy Mega Man that actually just developed his own like sense of conscience.
Now, real quick, you're talking about Mega Mix, right?
Yeah, Mega Mix.
Okay.
This seems
you're
I
impossible.
should probably pause here just to be safe.
He kicks me in the head. That seems hardly
I know
fair.
I'm gonna be. I know I'm jumping ahead with the joke, but I'm like, all right, Mega Man, whip out that magical whip of yours, and or you can just straight up kill the bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Postrick isn't quite as susceptible towards copy Mega Man as it is to
The devil.
Yellow Devil.
Because
Yeah, I'm
because
learning
the
that
devil
now.
is the Yellow Devil is literally just like he's
What
just
the-
standing still the entire time.
If not the electric, I forgot what this like the Thunder Beam. If not that, I'd probably also recommend using Fireman's weapon.
I'm gonna try the bombs.
I don't think bombs would work in this case.
Alright, well, alright, the trick is that I need to enter the room with it.
I'm
so-
going to say this, Logan. Hold on. Go back. Rewind really quick. Hold on. Rewind. Pause the game. Not the other pause. The, like, controller. Whatever. Save state.
Oh, you
Save
mean
state.
oh, you mean legacy
Save
collection?
state.
Why?
Because the rewind feature has a limit.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. The rewind feature does have a limit. So you could screw yourself out of it by accident.
Alright.
Almost had that
Anywho,
happen with
almost
my
there, I
fucking
just-
practice
yeah,
run.
I had
Matt
this
was there
like
to
twice.
vouch for that.
Oh yeah.
So, among my favorite remixes of these old Mega Man things, Mega Man 2 would probably be Dwayne and Brando's Mega Man 2 rap. I remember loving the electro guitar, like, I remember liking the electric guitar renditions they did. Then there was, then there was, my lord.
Honestly, it might just be better to fight this boss with full health.
Fine, kill me. Then,
Look, I'm just trying to victory.
then for Mega Man 1, actually more than Dwayne. I don't think they ever did Dwayne and Brando one. Well, if I'm doing full health, I'll do Aleka. I'm killing this man. Apart from more than Dwayne and Brando, anyone here ever heard of a band known as the Megas?
I think
Oh,
so.
I know of
Sounds
them.
familiar.
They did two albums that I'm aware of. One for Mega Man 2, and which was kind of okay. Mega Man 1 was my personal favorite, though, where they did it was basically a song with lyrics for every one of the Robot Masters.
Actually, I need to double check my album list because I might be getting the Megas confused with another Mega Man based cover group.
I mean, considering that the entire theme behind Mega Man, especially in Japan, is mostly centered around music, I'd imagine there'd like be plenty of cover bands that do Mega Man stuff.
Okay, Ed, it is the Megas I'm thinking of.
There is a band that does a lot of covers that they're not. Oh hey, nice. There's a band that does a lot of like cover music that I really love. They have my favorite version of what is it? Fuck, give me a second. I have to remember the name. Give me a second.
All good.
I will say, just going to the Megas
In the
real
Air
quick.
Tonight. Sorry.
Okay, but just going to
Sorry,
the Megas
really-
real quick. I think. Oh, what's up?
What I'm saying is the band doesn't do Mega Man covers, but they're called the Proto.
Oh,
And they
that might be
do
it.
get their name from Proto.
Right.
Cute.
Oh, I'd have to see if
Wonder why they
I've
haven't done
listened
any
to.
Mega Man still. God, sorry.
I was about to say, I'd have to look into them and see if I've heard their stuff. But just going back to the Megas real quick, I remember them because, like, my exposure to them is through 2 of the tracks that they did for their, I think their Mega Man 3 album, Turning Red. And they were the song for Proto Man, and then I don't know if it was based on a specific section of Mega Man 3, but it's the one where it's like a duet between Proto Man and Mega Man talking about, you know, his status of like an estranged son from Light.
I mean, he essentially is. There's a lot to be said about Proto Man as a character, but that's something we could say for Mega Man 3.
I love it.
Yeah.
God, the fucking Bullet Bill ripoffs in this game. Like, they're straight up Bullet Bills.
I mean, it's funny because the
Oh!
longest time I didn't even think they had what they had were mouths. I thought they were like freaking like their underbelly or something.
Oh, so wait. Oh, I thought it was, sorry, I thought Gutsman was going to do this.
Oh, that's cheap.
Gutsman's susceptible to his own weapon.
Wouldn't that be some shit? That being
Oh,
said,
that
this
is
boss is
such
kind of
a-
annoying. And my advice would be to not use the guts blocks, you have to take it out.
Yeah, I want to wait until...
Like, I imagine it's an instance where it does deal a lot of damage, but it also gets rid of your, like, dodging advantage.
Well,
Yes.
more so the fact that, as you notice, this boss's quirk is the more of it that we destroy, the faster it's going to become. And eventually it's going to become so fast that I actually cannot shoot it in time. Like, honestly, right now, it's moving so
Like,
fast.
right now, you want to start using the guts blocks.
Yeah.
I guess just for
Hey, you did it.
comparison's sake... Oh, good job. I guess for comparison's
Thank
sake,
you.
would you say that this is, like, one of the few bosses that are about consistent with the original in terms of difficulty?
Well, I would say looking at James's end, I think he's having a little bit of an easier... like, their patterns are a little bit easier to move around. Whereas mine, they love to go right down the center without actually, yeah.
Not only that, they were a bit slower on James, and like that last one, you hit it at the very, like, it was going
I had
to
to.
hit you. It was gunning for you.
Anyway, so now we're on to the, I want to say actually this is the final stage of Wily's Castle.
I believe it is. Because after this, now we have the final stretch, which will also lead to probably another, fun little something that we all love to hate.
Ah, come on.
Not the least of which involves all the Gutsman decor that Dr. Wily put in this fortress.
He loves this dude.
I feel like Gutsman looks at this every time he meets his boss and goes like, the hallway to your office is just, it disturbs me. Do you have a human resources? Do you have a robot resources here?
I mean, you say that. Who's to say that Gutsman isn't flattered at this point, considering he's still under Wily's control?
I mean, it should be worth noting that the God dang it, I hate the D-pad on the gamepad. On the Pro Controller, I swear.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm using the D-pad on the Pro Controller myself, and I think it's fine.
Oh,
Hold on, really quick. It
Oh.
depends. Do you have what generation of D-pad do you have? Also, there it is.
Hey, the Asaishi. One of the rare few answers I'm surprised Logan got right during our Jeopardy a while back.
Also,
Thank
Logan,
you.
get that life. Get that life.
I don't need that life. I actually am. Oh,
You have
Whoops.
0.
That realization!
Okay, so maybe I do need that life.
Did you not notice you had 0 lives?
I did not know I had 0 lives. I thought I had a little bit more than that.
No!
Also, behold, now we see Bomb Man's true weakness, the Firestorm.
Man, that realization hit differently.
God, Logan!
Anyway, we're moving.
I don't need a
All right, I'm
life.
on the
I
way.
have enough.
Oh, I need a
All right, anywho, so anyway, while we're doing with all this, so yeah, I did not have this game originally. Again, I did not have an NES. My family started more with the SNES.
Fair.
That's fair. I mean, honestly, I didn't even start, like, my first primary, like, real console was an N64.
I mean, I didn't play Mega Man until, like, God, I want to say I was in... Well, either late middle school or early high school.
This is Gutsman's birthday.
Damn.
Oh, this is awkward.
Oh,
Quit taking big steps, you overgrown man thing, you.
Oh,
Whew. Alright.
yeah, gotta be careful, because that's the big gimmick with the Gutsman. When he jumps, he causes shockwaves.
I like shock.
close enough.
Close enough.
I take big steps.
Oh wow, we're both roughly around the same level of health. Should we take one for the team?
Let's take one for
Well,
the team as soon as I get over there.
Let's do it.
Hang on. So we're about to get to
Okay,
Wily's.
here's your one life to spare.
We're about to get to Wily's mech, but we're gonna both die so we can have a bit more health.
I'm coming for you, Wily! Ow!
Ew.
You know what? I think I can do better than that. Bring it on!
Get me the hell out of here!
Also, Logan, keep note, if you didn't go for that 1-up, you would have to restart this level.
Oh,
You're welcome.
God. Thank
So
you.
now it's do or die time.
Actually,
Yep.
I'm trying to remember which one it was. Wasn't there one Wily Castle that was so devious there, if you lost her, you had to go all the way back to Wily 1?
Not that I recall.
I just remember there was one Mega Man that was that prickish.
I mean, technically speaking, when you do a Wily, when you do a Wily run in the NES games, I think they only give you passwords for like the start of the Wily Fortress.
Guess that might.
But when you game over, not so much.
Come on.
Oh, you Wapscallion.
The Wapscallion.
Wapscallion.
Your rapscallion.
Fine, just for you, I'm gonna finish this off with Power Buster.
Wowie, rapscallion.
Get up.
Ow!
Get his Mega Buster out for that Wap Scallion.
There you
Hooray.
Hey.
Got him!
Nice, look at that.
Or should I call you
At the
Wily?
same time.
go. Close to say. Woo!
Have
That's.
mercy!
Aw.
Please, your omnipotence, forgive me!
Yep, that's it. That is Mega Man 1 done very cheaply on the Legacy Collection and done more or less as far less cheaply on Wily Wars Edition. And honestly, I don't know which one I prefer. I as much as I love the upgraded visuals of the Wily Wars Edition, there is something about especially the Thunderbeam cheese. I'm not gonna mince words. The Thunderbeam cheese is incredible, but like, there's something about those like rough edges that makes me do appreciate Mega Man 1 still.
Agreed. I mean, it helps give it its character.
Hell yeah.
Also,
Woo.
looking side by side, it is cute that they kept like the ending text like verbatim the same between both versions.
Yeah.
Right, which is kind of interesting too, considering that from what I remember, Wily Wars in the US was primarily a Sega Channel exclusive. At least up until the release of the Sega Genesis Mini, which actually put it into the console itself, and then got re-released later via the Sega Genesis app on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
God, I love this music. It's so fun. It's cute. It's catchy. I like it. So between what you guys have just seen, what do you guys like prefer between the original and this?
I mean, even as I'm playing the opposite version, I do think the NES version is still better in a regard.
Aw. How about you, Hype?
I mean, look at Rock here. Comparatively speaking, he got a freaking sunburn in the Genesis version.
I got boxing gloves for arms.
Also,
go ahead.
what is wrong with Roll's eyes?
And light.
I I mean, you say that they're not that much better than the NES original, especially with the first game. Like, coloring can really change a person's complexion over the course of like several sequels.
There we go. Yeah, continue. Yeah, what are your thoughts, Hype?
Oh, actually, I just remember something. Since Roll's currently on screen, that's the only time you actually see her in the game.
Yep.
That being said, though, if I'm not mistaken, original plans were that Wily was going to capture Roll and transform her into what would be the final boss of the game.
Jeez, that would have been dark.
They were going to go hardcore, but then Capcom thought that might be a little excessive. Let's not do that.
You know what? I feel like what they would have done is he kidnaps her and turns her into copy robot.
I mean, I can believe that.
I can see that, but yes, continue.
Mega Man 1 is Mega Man 1. I don't know if I would say I prefer one version or the other. I guess if I had to pick, maybe the NES version, for posterity's sake. But it's the first of the series. It's earned its right to be a classic, even if a majority of the sequels are technically better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to Mega Man 2 and 3 a lot more. I think as prolific a entry into the whole, platforming genre as Mega Man was, I think 2 pretty much expanded upon everything in the best ways that it needed to.
Yep. And then 3 came along that did just a little bit more while adding also some unnecessary fluff.
But it started fleshing out the story more, which is also nice. Doug, Matt, what are your guys' thoughts?
Doug, you first.
Flash right off the screen.
Do it again!
No.
Okay.
Mega Man 1. That's it.
And that is all.
Okay.
Enough said.
Mega Man 1, it is. 1?
One.
But
What?
for real, I do appreciate the series for what it is now. It's definitely got its own legacy. But no, the sequels has a better of getting hooked on it than the first one does.
Yeah.
Right.
How about you, Matt?
I'm going to say I do prefer the original NES version over Wily Wars, but only because I think that NES, the look and all that, there's a reason why 9 and 10 were so popular. The NES look is just iconic.
It is iconic, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, and also I will say, the first game is fucking hard. And Wily Wars does make it easier, but to be fair, the exploits in the first Mega Man are just fucking fun. They're just so much fun.
Oh,
Yeah?
So...
And also just seeing Mega Man just, fall like a rock on those Gutsman platforms.
God, it was fucking hilarious.
Just. Oh my gosh.
Just repeat
So-
it over and over again. This match.
It's like a freaking brick. But yeah. And then again, of course, Legacy Collection has all these cute little details and things we can see.
I love the box.
Yep,
Same.
Digital Clips usually holds no punches when it comes to their Legacy releases.
Oh,
There it
the
is.
And bad backside.
Also, wait, go back to the box rear, Logan. There's the guy you should have got right at the
Oh,
first time. It's
shush.
Captain Commando!
So wait, so is this a Captain Commando game, or was this just say, oh, this is Captain Commando approved, or whatever?
It's pretty much just a whole marketing thing that Capcom was doing. It's not unlike what freaking Domino's was doing with, the Noid back when he was still around.
Ah.
Pretty much a spokesman for the company and its stuff.
Yeah, every time you see Captain Commando, it goes oh, there's Captain Commando. You know Captain Commando. Now, this is, therefore you should get this game, since Captain Commando. Also, yeah, the European box art is so much better.
It's so much better than the were so good. Also,
Listen, consider when this was released. That was about as high resolution as graphics could get at the time.
One of my favorite jokes ever will be it's a really quick blink and you'll miss it joke. And it's from, was it Wreck-It Ralph, the first one? When, it's the flashback to them playing, it's the flashback sequence to, Turbo. And, when they're playing the other game that took over Turbo Time and all that, you hear one of the kids yell, "Man, this game, the graphics are so realistic!"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I was going through this real quick, just to focus on Dr. Light for a second. I was skipping through these, and I understand that's supposed to be his chin, but I thought it was him sticking his tongue out at first. That little like blip under his mouth. Iron Man.
And then there's Dr. Wily, who looks a little more remotely normal compared to how crazy he'd get with the sequels.
I love how the first rendition of Mega Man art, he looks so stumpy.
Yeah, it's like so. Was this like two different? Was this like Japanese and American? I'm curious how this was.
Oh, no. The second art you see, I think, was primarily for either for re-releases or something like that.
Okay. See, Pickleman. I mean, that makes sense.
You don't even look remotely like a pickle.
Hey. It definitely looks like a refined, like that's like the evolution of it. It's curious. It's cool to see how that like changed.
I'd say even whether it was like at the beginning or further down the road, I'd say say whatever you will about the man. Infinite was a damn good artist.
Oh hey, for artists out there, they even include the art references and stuff. Hey.
Yeah, again, they hold no expense.
Wow.
Spent no expense.
And yeah, again, note that the most iconic Mega Man enemy, the metal, technically is a Gutsman like employee or whatever, and it just kind of stuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're so iconic. Like it even transcends the classic series.
Right. But yeah. Oh, also worth noting because I'm correct. What's up?
Sorry, the sketches of Wily and Light.
Oh, I just realized.
They just look like
Wait a minute, hold on.
Wait, they belong in Dragon Ball or Dr. Slump.
Yeah.
Wait, was Dr. Wily? Yeah, no, he's still
What else? Enough note. I guess now is a good time as any to mention. Two things I'm very interested in. The development of with Mega Man is number one, and I realize I'm setting a precedent here. I don't know if we're gonna do this for every single one of the games. I just was curious while we were waiting.
It's cool.
The Amazon series, the Amazon web series Secret Level is apparently going to have an episode dedicated to some retelling or some episode inspired by Mega Man. I'm curious how that is going to look and be like. And secondly, if I'm not mistaken, I forget who it was, but wasn't it that like it's possible that someone purchased the comic book rights to Mega Man again?
Udon did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is
basically the people that do the Street Fighter and Darkstalkers comics. Now they got Mega Man 2, and I mean,
it's a blessing and a curse, because it's a blessing, which means the comics are saved, they can continue. It's a curse because, oh my god, Udon's release schedule is a fucking mess.
It's also a curse in that they're probably not going to be allowed to revitalize the Archie storyline.
Oh, I mean, they're gonna have to pull an IDW Sonic and give us new characters and stuff and start fresh.
Right. I mean, hopefully they can at least still get the same writers, because man, did they write a good Mega Man story.
Well, I guess it depends on just how tight of a grip Sega has on Ian.
Yeah.
It couldn't be that much, because I think he still does some stuff for Archie.
We'll have to find out, I guess. But yeah. With that said, stay tuned because we got more.
Oh, actually, wait a minute, guys! Aren't we forgetting? Like all this talk about what's been going on with Mega Man in the world, we forgot the most important thing that bears his name now. He's going to get to become a new playable character in Funko Fusion.
So he is.
He's going to be in that?
Yeah.
Yes, you can unlock him and play as him in that game.
And I think Rush is in there too.
Yes, Rush is there too, and I think they hint that Wily will be there too. I haven't seen it yet, but it's also Funko Fusion, so set your expectations low for that.
I'm gonna keep an eye on that. If that game ends up being pretty,
Logan, unfortunately, I've heard from like press release people that have played the game. They said it's absolutely awful. Apparently, it's just bad.
Then maybe I'll cover it as like a so bad it's good thing. I don't know. We'll find out. How about this? If the gameplay is remarkably really solid and it's the story that is stupid, I may play it anyway. I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on that one. Just don't be surprised if we never mention it again, apart from mockery.
Man, we have a game where you can play as the likes of Mega Man and Ramona Flowers, and it's attached to this.
I know.
Lego Dimensions, you will be missed. Even though you weren't that great, but you will be missed.
So, with that said, as James mentioned, stay tuned because we have a little bit more classic Mega Man coming up to cover with the Wily Wars, so that'll be Matt's turn next. So, buckle up.
Well, buckle up, buckaroo!
Devil David.
Yep, because if you hit to the right, Logan, next time we are doing what's often considered by many to be the best game in the series, to some degree, Mega Man 2.
Woo!
See y'all next time.
Toodaloo.
Quick, we must press the swap players button.